Yo guys, what is up? Almighty Dezus is back again for another crazy story. And this crazy story is going to be about how I broke my leg, and this didn't even happen too long ago. This happened December 2nd of last year, so 2015. So it was just about 4 months ago, but yeah, let's get right into it. So at this time I was working at Red Lobster, in which I still do work at Red Lobster, flipping them crabs, whatever, nice little job. But back then I was working a lot of hours. I worked like 5 to 6 days a week. Hardly ever had a day off. But when I had a like Wednesday off or something, and I hit up one of my buddies, I was like, man, let's go skate. And he had the bright idea to drink and go skate. A little caution to everybody: if you're gonna drink, don't do anything athletic. Just sit down, talk to your friends. Don't go try to play basketball, try to play football. You can't even walk a straight line. How you gonna keep your balance like while trying to play basketball or trying to skateboard? But yeah, anyways, so yeah, he picked me up, and we went to the local liquor store. We got a liquor bottle. We had a water bottle, and we poured the water out and poured the liquor into the water bottle. So when we're at the skate park, no one would be like questioning us, like, cause it's an outdoor skate park, and we didn't want no cops or no adults like driving by or like actually at the skate park and seeing us drink straight out of a bottle. So we just put it in the water bottle. We got some chasers, and we went straight to the skate park, and we got there around 2 or 3 o'clock, and we skated all day, man. We were taking shots throughout the day, having a real good time. And so, the whole day passes, and right now it's about 8 or 9 o'clock. Well, not right now, but that day it was around 8 or 9 o'clock. And by this time, man, we were almost completely done. We barely had any liquor left. We were really freaking drunk. I was so drunk where it gave me, how they call it, liquid courage. It gave me a lot of courage. I felt like I could do any skateboarding trick. Name it, I could do it. But my friend was so drunk that he didn't even want to skate. He was just so fucked up. So I'm like, yo, man, get out your camera, well, his cell phone, and let's record me doing some tricks. So first, I go up to this like little not 2 foot, 3 foot ledge, I guess. I was kick flipping it, 180ing it. I did a 360 flip over it. I was feeling myself. And then, so we went up to this 5 stair at our skate park, which it's self-explanatory. It's 5 stairs. And so, first I ollie it, and ollie is just like jumping it. Then I front side 180 it, I back side 180 it. And I'm like, man, let's go for the kickflip. And this is where I really fucked up. But anyways, so I go for ready. I try it for the first time, and I don't land it. I try it for the second time, I don't land it. I try it for the third time. See, at this point, I'm kind of landing it. Like, I'm landing it, but I always, like, lose my balance, or I can't ride off. I always fuck up. So this last time I go try, and I remember me and my friend were like, dude, let's go take another shot. That's what you need. Like, and then there's, like, a little group of people watching me. Because, honestly, I was probably one of the better skaters at the skate park that day. I'm not saying I'm nowhere close to, like, the best skater in my city. Because I've seen some people who, like, really kick ass at skating. But, I'm pretty good. And, if the right people aren't at the skate park, I might be one of the better ones there. But anyway, so we go take another shot. And, like, at this point, people are kind of, like, staring at us. Like, I remember this one dude was like, well, what are you drinking, man? Because you're like, taking little shots of water and chasing it down with soda. I'm like, man, it's liquor. He's like, damn, dude, you're drunk. I was like, yeah, man. He's like, damn, I couldn't even skate if I was drunk right now. But I was like, yeah, man, I'm wasted. But anyway, so we went back to the 5 stair, and a couple people are watching at this point. And so I go for it, and I guess, well, first I guess I'll explain it. So I kickflip in midair, and I break my ankle. And I'll play a video clip of that right now. So as you can see in that video, what happened is, I'm gonna try to play in slow motion right now while I talk about it. But I'm like kickflip it, it's coming under me, and then like the front lands before the rest of the board. So I kind of like just sit on it and break my own ankle. Yeah, I'll play that for y'all one more time. So yeah, you can hear me like screaming and shit, but it wasn't because it hurt. Like the weird thing is, it didn't hurt at all. I just felt like someone was like squeezing my ankle real tight. But it didn't hurt at all. So at that point, I just screamed because I'm freaking out because my fucking leg's broken. And I'm like, like that. And I remember everybody running towards me, like, oh shit, dude, oh shit. And I'm kind of mad that my friend quit recording, but I guess he didn't know I was gonna break my leg. But it would be real cool if we had the full reaction of everybody. Everybody starts like, some people start like screaming and shit. They're like, oh, don't look at it, don't look at it. I'm like, man, I'm fine, I can fucking look at it. Just give me my phone. So I get on my phone, and first thing I do is call my mom. And I'm like, Mom, I broke my ankle. I broke my ankle. She's like, what do you mean you broke your ankle? I was like, Mom, the bones are broken. My ankle's sideways. And she's like, well, she was watching my baby niece, so she couldn't pick me up at the time. Should I just call your girlfriend and have her tell you go to the hospital? So I call my girlfriend, and she's like all happy to hear me. She's like, hey, baby. I'm like, babe, I broke my ankle. I broke my ankle. I need you to come pick me up. She's like, okay, I'm coming. So I started laying there on the floor, just waiting for her to come, and someone's like, dude, let me call an ambulance. I'm like, hell no, dude, I ain't about to die from this, and it doesn't even hurt. I really ain't trying to pay that expensive ambulance ride bill, which would probably be like $500 or something, which I knew I could wait. So I'm sitting there laying on the floor, and I remember my friend brings me the water bottle full of liquor. He's like, here, bro, you're gonna need this. And he like holds my head back and like puts the liquor in my mouth. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? My arms are broken. Give me that shit. I literally finished the rest of that bottle. I just chugged it there while I was on the floor, just cause it kind of started to hurt, but not really. But then my girlfriend gets there and she calls me. She's like, I'm here. So I get my friend on one shoulder and a guy on another shoulder, and I hop to the car. And I remember my friends were like, dude, you're so fucking fat. Which I'm not a fat guy. I'm like really skinny. But I guess I weigh more than they thought I would. They're like, damn, dude. I was like, dude, get my skateboard. Get my skateboard. That's all I was worried about. I was like, get my skateboard. So then we get into my girlfriend's car. They lay me back in the back seat. We start driving to the hospital. And I remember, I guess my girlfriend was trying to like get there in a hurry, but she didn't get that my ankle would like move and is like dangling off. So she's driving, and every time she stops at a stop sign, dude, it hurts so fucking bad. She would like stop, and then like my ankle moved, and I'll be like, you dumb bitch, like just cussing her out, cussing everybody out, just like motherfucker, just cause how badly it hurt. But anyway, so we get to the hospital, and my friend runs in the hospital, and he tells me, he just says, I need a doctor, like, hurry, I need a doctor. So like 3 doctors come out, like 4 nurses, and they like open the door, and I'm just like, my legs up in the air, like tilted sideways, and I'm like, oh hey, and then they're like, oh, he only has a broken leg. I guess they thought like I got shot or something, you know, you run in a hospital saying I need a doctor. But anyways, they get a wheelchair for me, they sit me down on the wheelchair, and they bring me into the hospital. They sit me in the bed, and they start asking me, you know, my name and stuff, my insurance, my social. And then they're like, so we're going to need to take off this shoe and take off your pants. And I'm like, just cut it, just cut it. At that point, I did not care. At this point, I kind of regret that I let them cut my pants. But at that point, I was just trying to get them pants off. So they cut off my pants. They cut off my, I was about to say my legs. Nah, my pants and my shoes. They cut those off. And then they're like, yeah, it's pretty badly broken. And they're taking x-rays and stuff. And so this nurse comes in. She's like, I'm about to give you something for the pain. And she gives me morphine. Morphine is a really strong painkiller. But I remember she like has one like injection needle of it, and she injects me with it. And she's like, did that help? At this point, it didn't really help. So I was like, no, not really. She's like, okay, I'm going to go get another one. She comes back, gets another one, and fills me up again. And then I'm like, I remember I start to feel it, and the pain goes away. She's like, do you feel it? I'm like, no, not really. So then she brings back another thing for morphine. At this point, I ain't gonna lie, dude. I was not in any pain. I was feeling pretty good. But then she fills me up with this last morphine thing. I remember I go, ooh, like, because how good it felt. Like, I was high as fuck, guys. But yeah, so the nurse leaves, and I'm gonna show y'all some video clips at me at the fucking doctor's office and shit, like on my Snapchat. By the way, if you want to follow me on Snapchat, follow me at Almighty Dezus. And but anyways, yeah, so I was on a bunch of morphine, and I recorded these Snapchats and this Instagram video. So broke my leg, or broke my foot. Looks pretty bad. Fuck. So I broke my ankle. Fuck. I will let y'all see it, but there's niggas, real niggas, came to visit me in the hospital while breaking my leg. Oh, you know, when you turned up on legal ass morphine. Yeah, squad. Just chilling in a fucking whatever the fuck I'm at. Watching. Gotta have surgery tonight.
Everybody wishing me luck.
But yeah, guys, from that video, y'all could tell I was drugged the fuck up. Like, I was so fucked up, I didn't even know where I was at. Well, I knew where I was at. I knew I was at a hospital with a broken leg, but I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just sitting there watching TV, just making Snapchats, making videos. There's all kinds of fucked up. But yeah, but I get why they did that. Because this next part of the story is literally the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And I've busted my head open. I've dislocated my shoulder. I've done a lot of shit to hurt myself. Like, even I feel like stubbing your toe is kind of a big pain too. But anyways, two big black guys come in with this Indian doctor, and then he's like, hello, I have to reset your bones. Well, I don't know, that was kind of racist, but he really did sound like that, but I really can't do a good Indian accent. But he was my surgeon. He's like, we're gonna have to reset your bone before you go into surgery. And I was like, okay. I was like, why are these two big ass black dudes here? And so he like gets my leg up, and then the big black guy, like one of them like goes by my chest, the other one's by my leg, like holding my leg in place, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And then he's like, you ready? I was like, yeah, I don't get why these. And then he starts moving my fucking ankle, like in the middle of me talking. He starts clicking and clacking, like pulling it back and trying to line up the bones. And all I remember I'm trying to fight like out of this, dude. It hurt so bad. I kind of get why the big black dudes were there, but I was literally trying to like get up. I was trying to fight. I was trying to not fight, but bite one of the like dudes on me. Like he had to put his hand like next to my fucking throat, like to keep me down. But I was like kicking and moving, and he's like clacking in and clicking and clacking and smacking and dropping, trying to rap right there. But yeah, anyways, he just was like fucking up my ankle. Well, I guess he was actually putting the bones back together, but it hurt so bad. I remember I was just screaming bloody murder, like saying, please stop, just cut it off. Like, oh my god, and it took him about a minute to get it perfectly. But he gets it lined up, and he's like, all right, we're done. And at this point, I was literally crying. I was crying because how bad it hurt. But then his nurse comes in and gives me a nightgown, and she's like, well, here, get out your boxers. Because I was wearing a boxers and a t-shirt. She's like, get completely naked and put on this nightgown, then call me back in here. I'm going to take you to surgery. So, you know, I do that. I press the button. She comes in, and so does my girlfriend. My girlfriend was here the whole time. She actually waited in the waiting room. She's amazing. Good girl. But she comes in there with the nurse, and they take me up to the surgery room. And I remember I was just talking to the nurse, like asking her what kind of injuries do they get. And she was saying mostly car crashes, not really much of a skate park injury. Because it was the middle of December, you know, like not many people are out. But, so I get into the not emergency room, the surgery room. And I remember my girlfriend says bye, I say I love you, and like they make me sign a piece of paper, a waiver. I don't know if y'all know, but the gas that they put on you makes you like pass out, and there's a chance that you might never wake up. So I had to sign that waiver saying if I die, it's not their fault, and that kind of like scared me. And then they give me they put a thing over my face, like a breathing mask, like, you know what I'm saying. And there is gonna be a what do you call it? The gas that knocks you out. I don't know what it is, but it's the gas that knocks you out. They like start counting down from 10. You ready? I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And then they flip on the switch, and I remember I'm like 10, 9, and I wake up. Like I didn't even get to 8. I was about to get to 8, but then I just wake up. And in your brain, it's like you don't even remember sleeping. It's just like 1 second you have a breathing mask, next one you're awake, and I think they're calling it not operating room, a recovery room. Yeah. So I was there, and I'm like, I wake up, I start like moving around. I'm like, hey, and there's some nurses, and they're like, calm down, calm down. I see my girlfriend, she's like, calm down. You just got out of surgery. I'm like, oh, did it go good? She's like, yeah. I had this big ass white cast on my leg, and I remember she's like, does it hurt? I was like, yeah, it hurts real bad. So then they gave me a Gluten, which is the world's strongest pain pill. And I remember that didn't even help with the pain. Like I was high, like I was fucking not blazed, but just fucked up out of my mind. But the pain was just so unbearable, and we had to like get to the car, and I like slowly get into the car and go home. But yeah, guys, that was the story. Reason I kind of stopped so abruptly is because I want to do a part 2, like, because that night was a living hell. The next couple of days were a living hell. I had a prescription of Oxycontin, and I just did a bunch of crazy shit with my cast on, and just like, you just wouldn't believe the shit I would do with my cast and stuff. And I have videos of me getting the cast cut off, how nasty my leg looks, the x-rays and stuff, which I guess I'll pop up a picture of the x-ray right now. But yeah, guys, that was it for now. Look out for the part 2. It'll be coming up. please leave a like. Let's try to make it to 20 likes, because one of my videos got like 19 likes. I feel like this video, I did a lot of editing and stuff, so hopefully help me out, guys. Let's hit that like button. And yeah, this has been Almighty Dezus. Follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. It's all Almighty Dezus. It should be easy to find me, sorry. But yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.